Hello everyone, I want to make this video about the new offers from Samsung for the Galaxy S24 lineup. Now I'm going to preface this by saying you're watching this on a S9 Tab S9 Ultra. I have a Z Fold 5, which is my daily driver, my favorite phone of the year. I think the best phone that came out in 2023 was a phone that I actually had for a while, but I did not keep because it wasn't for me, and that was the S23 Ultra. I prefer the Z Fold 5, so I kept that instead. Now, having said all that, I think there's a little bit of there are a couple little hustles that Samsung is trying to kind of get away with a little bit, and all these, I kind of just want to tone down the hype a little bit because I don't think everyone's seeing it as clearly. Now, people are talking about how they raised the trade-in values to $750, but they also raised the phone $100. So last year, people were upset because the trade-in values were pretty weak. It was like in the $600 range, right? If you traded in like an S22 Ultra towards an S23 Ultra. And it was the first time you couldn't get like that $1,000 deal where you can get like $1,000 off the new S23 Ultra or whatever phone it was that you were interested in. And so they really dropped the values. So what they did this year is they kind of played a shell game. They raised the price $100 on the S24 Ultra, but then they gave you more credit of $150. So in reality, they only upped the credit by 50 bucks. So that's point number one. Point number two is the Galaxy AI is here. Yeah, it's here and you're going to be able to use it for free for a certain amount of time, but then you're going to have to pay for it. And this is the kind of hustle that tech companies are kind of getting into now. Everyone wants you on a subscription, right? And it's not now, it's been going on for a while. I shouldn't say now. But everyone wants a piece of your monthly income, right? On a monthly basis. Like they want to claim theirs. And this idea that you're going to get hooked on AI is going to be the new internet. Okay, let's just, eventually that's what it's going to become. So if the internet will be replaced, it'll be replaced with AI because you'll just be able to access all the information through AI, right? That's going to become the new prism by which we engage with society, the virtual society, right? So now, the move is, okay, well, let's get you to pay for that, right? Just like you have to pay for the internet, just like you have to pay for cable television. You're going to have to pay for something else that everyone's going to need, which is AI, okay? So my advice is refuse to do that as long as possible, right? Eventually, we're all going to have to pay for it, but to kind of say, hey, you're going to have this for free for a year, and then we're going to take it away, and you have to pay for a subscription service for AI, then it's not going to work. Okay, so just don't believe the hype. That's the theme of this video. Samsung's doing two kind of shady things here. One is, here's the AI, but now you're going to have to pay for it in a year. And the other thing is, yeah, we're going to increase the trade-in offers value, but we're also going to raise the price of the phone. Okay, so don't. All these people are saying, oh, it's a great offer, blah blah blah. It's a bunch of garbage. Okay, a great offer would have been $1,000 from credit for your previous loyalty, right? Because a lot of us who do the trading with Samsung are loyal to Samsung, right? We appreciate their products and we continue to buy their products. So I just kind of want to kind of tone that down. So I want to kind of go over the pre-order here, just with the S24 Ultra. So you hit the pre-order now, right? Now the education offer is actually pretty decent. However, what I noticed is that it changes quite often on the website. I don't know if anyone else has this experience, but sometimes it's 900, sometimes it's 1,000, sometimes it's 1,100. When I actually log into my account, now this is $399 with the education discount in the United States, right? And you go down, you get the 512, right? So say I want to just purchase a regular, I guess, what is that? Titanium gray. Then you want to do the trade-in, and say you have, Samsung top of the line phone. Now, this 750 for a Z Fold 5 is insulting. Okay, 750 for the S23 Ultra, I can kind of see that. That's somewhat market value at this point. So you're essentially, instead of having the hassle of selling your phone, you can go ahead and trade it in. Now these other ones here, S22 Ultra, that's a pretty good deal. S23 Plus, pretty solid deal. So these are a little bit better, but you're not getting as much off the phone, right? But to say if you're doing the year-to-year upgrade, this is kind of anything in this range is insulting. It should be the $1,000 that they used to offer, especially because they raised the price $100. Okay, so again, watch out for that little shell game they're playing there. Okay, It's the same. The value is only $50 more than it was last year, and everyone was really upset about it last year. And now everyone's like, "Oh, this is a great offer," and it's only $50 more. It's not a great offer. You raise the price $100, and now you're giving 150 towards for credit. So again, just keep that in mind. So you go through the pre-order process, and then you can add a watch for pretty cheap. The 179 for the Watch 6 Classic, that's pretty solid. You can get $50 for the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. I have issues with these only because I've had two pairs and they both crapped out on me. I lost sound in one ear each time, so I stopped messing with Samsung earbuds for that reason, because it's happened to me like three different earbuds. But again, I like Samsung products. Okay, so you go to pre-order, and if you have something to trade in, it's $399 with the education discount. You want to say, oh yeah, let's do the trade-in. I didn't select the device, and then yes, I agree. And then you go to the pre-order page, and oops, I got no coverage here. Sorry about that. And there you go. It's going to come up in a second. You can do $100 credit. Now, I think you get $150 if you use different links or what have you. Let's just skip the add-ons for now. Continue to check out. And depending upon what region you live in or what state you live in, you also have to pay taxes on like the full price of the phone, or pay taxes on like the new price. It just depends on where you're at. Okay. And then I've been having issues with the website. So you notice it didn't even bother to go to my cart. Like, it's really slow. So I'm going to click on the cart and nothing's happening there. Let's see if the stuff is actually in there. So yeah, so I just wanted to kind of like temper down the hype a little bit. Personally, oh, and I did post earlier that they added the Google Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. So you can get $400 for the Google Pixel 8 and $450 for the Google Pixel 8 Pro. Yeah, see, this isn't working. And that's actually really horrible in terms of credit. I would say that unless you really hate your Pixel phone, then I wouldn't do it, right? I wouldn't trade it in for that amount. You could probably sell. They're hard to sell because there's some good deals out there for them. But maybe the $400 for the Pixel 8, if you did the trade-in deal and you got it for basically hardly anything, yeah, this is really slow. The website's been giving a lot of trouble. So I'll just kind of go back to the beginning here. So there's that. Now, people are talking about how perhaps the one to get this time would be the S24 Plus. And I kind of agree with that sentiment. I think that if you want a Samsung phone and you get it for $512 for $999, that's not bad. I mean, that's a solid option, especially if you don't use the S Pen. I would probably take advantage of that. And then the education discount, you get a little extra $100 off there. So if you notice, it's $900. But again, this number changes all the time. It just depends on what website, what browser I'm using. It's really weird. When I log in, the price changes sometimes. I don't know exactly what the deal is with that, but just to kind of clarify here, and it also says double storage on us. But if you notice, the price is different for the 256 than it is for the 512. So again, there's all kinds of issues with the website. But this one is actually not bad if you get $900 and then you still get the $750 off. If you don't like your S23 Ultra and you want a smaller phone, you don't like the curve, you're not going to lose the screen quality because they actually upped the screen quality on the S24 Plus. So that might be something to consider. So I think that might be the way to go. But anyhow, I just wanted to kind of, talk a little bit about these trade-in offers and the S24 series. I'm probably not going to get any of these phones. I'm not a big enough channel to buy every single phone that comes out, but I may, it depends on the trade-in offer, I may look into it a little bit more for either the S24 Plus or the S24 Ultra. The other deal that's really good, I would say, is if you have Google Fi, and to get it for $650 and you only have to stay on Google Fi for 4 months, but you already have to have Google Fi, that's probably the best offer that's out there right now. And if you don't like Google Fi, you still get to keep the phone after 4 months, and it's like an extra $50 or whatever a month. So you're adding $200 to the price of the phone, but that phone for $850, that's not bad for an S24 Ultra, brand new, just especially right at launch. Anyhow, okay, well, that's all for now. Hope you're well. Hope your family's well, and just want to talk a little bit about this janky website and this kind of little shell game Samsung's playing. Now, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer on all this or put a damper on anything, but my enthusiasm is a little tempered because that $100 increase and the $150, increase on the trade-in value, but $150 increase on the price. Come on, man. All right, take care. Bye.